Today, we are reviewing 3 products that are very competitive in the current $900 to $1,400 USD range. These are the Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 16-inch Gen 9 2024, approx $900 to $1,000, the Redmi Book Pro 14 2024, around $800 to over $1,200 USD, and the ASUS Zenbook S 14, approx $1,400 USD. The question is, should you choose the older generation price-reduced Price Kings or the brand new architecture, the Core Ultra Series 2? This video will give you the answer. As usual, let's look at the exterior first. The Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 2024 features a large area of metal sandblasting treatment on the A side, and the unibody consistency is very good. The logo continues the previous simple mechanical design placed in the lower right corner. The overall texture is outstanding. The weight of the 16-inch model comes in at 1,910 grams. In terms of thinness, the control is quite decent. The only small regret is that it cannot be opened with one hand. The interfaces on both sides of the chassis do not differ much from the previous generation. One HDMI 2.0 port, one Thunderbolt 4 port, one full-featured USB-C port, one 3.5mm headphone jack, two USB-A 3.2 ports, and an SD card reader and network port. The screen is a 120Hz IPS matte screen. The color performance is good, covering 4 color games. In this price range, it is remarkably commendable. The camera area at the top of the screen has a protrusion, creating a physical privacy shutter design, a well-received feature. The C side features my favorite numeric keypad with the cooling vents located inside the hinge. Overall, the Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 2024 is very capable in today's $900 price bracket. Next is the Redmi Book Pro 14 2024. This exterior design is recognizable at a glance. The chassis uses a metal sandblasting design. The advantage is that it does not easily attract fingerprints and supports one-handed opening up to 180 degrees. While the overall chassis texture is outstanding, the weight is 1,460 grams, which is considered a normal weight for a fit and light laptop. The thickness remains around 15.9 millimeters. Although the interface selection is one SD card slot short compared to the IdeaPad Pro 5i, it includes an HDMI 2.1 interface. The front features a 120Hz 2.8K LCD screen. For regular use, watching videos or playing web games is sufficient. The black borders on all 4 sides are within an acceptable range. Even the thicker bottom bezel is not a deal breaker. The paragraph feel of the keyboard area is good, and the touchpad is super large. The cooling vents are at the hinge, so there is basically no need to worry about heat dissipation issues. The exterior of the ASUS Zenbook S 14 arguably has the most design sense among the 3 laptops in this review. The A side of the chassis features a textured geometric pattern. The aesthetics are on the spot. The chassis supports 180-degree unfolding and can be opened with one hand. The chassis edges are rounded and smooth with no cutting sensation. The weight is only 1,210 grams. The thickest part of the entire machine is only 1.1 centimeters. Regardless of the angle, it is undeniably a thin and light device. Of course, the extreme thinness comes at a cost. The chassis rigidity is not as strong as the previous 2 machines, but as long as you don't intentionally perform destructive testing, there is no problem with normal use. Despite being so thin, the chassis interfaces only lack one USB-A port compared to the Redmi Book Pro 14. Under normal use, it is entirely sufficient. This 2.8K OLED 120Hz screen provides a refreshing feeling. The borders on 3 sides are extremely narrow, making it very suitable for watching videos and movies. The texture of the keyboard and touchpad area is not inferior to the exterior design at all. The touchpad texture is quite good. Overall, the Zenbook S 14 is extremely outstanding in the thin and light category, whether for practicality or exterior texture. Aside from the exterior, all 3 laptops use Intel Core Ultra chips. The Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 16 and Redmi Book Pro 14 2024 use the first generation Core Ultra 5H125. The ASUS Zenbook S 14 uses the latest generation Core Ultra Series 2 with the Lunar Lake architecture. The IdeaPad Pro 5i and Redmi Book Pro 14 use the first generation H series architecture with Intel 4 process technology, totaling 14 cores and 18 threads with 18 megabytes L3 cache and a maximum turbo frequency of 4.5 GHz. The ASUS Zenbook S 14 uses the latest generation Core Ultra Series 2 with TSMC's N3B process technology. It has a total of 8 cores and 8 threads, low power consumption, a 24 megabyte smart cache, and a maximum turbo frequency of 5.4 GHz. Without further ado, let's run some benchmarks. In Cinebench R23, the single core score for the Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 16 is 1612. The multi-core score is 12,985. The Redmi Book Pro 14 scored 1650 in single core and 13,012 in multi-core. The ASUS Zenbook S 14 scored 2078 in single core and 15,121 in multi-core. In 3D Mark, the second generation Core Ultra Series 2 shows a quite surprising improvement in integrated graphics performance. The Zenbook S 14 achieved a Time Spy score of 4,310, which is an improvement of nearly 1,000 points compared to the previous 2 models. In the PC Mark 10 Modern Office battery life test, the Zenbook S 14 performed amazingly, likely due to the low power consumption and separation of memory on the new Lunar Lake architecture. The Zenbook S 14 scored 1,702 minutes, approx 28 hours. The Redmi Book Pro 14 scored 3,306 points, and the Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 16 2024 scored 3,406 points. The Core Ultra Series 2 architecture heavily crushes the previous 2 machines in terms of energy efficiency. In gaming performance, specifically League of Legends at 2K resolution and medium settings, the Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i 16 2024 averaged 234 FPS. The Redmi Book Pro 14 averaged 229 FPS, and the ASUS Zenbook S14 averaged 251 FPS. In online games, all three laptops perform excellently and can run various online games very smoothly. We also tested Overwatch 2 to see if integrated graphics can really fight in AAA titles. With ZES S2.1 technology, the frame rate on the Zenbook S14 improves significantly. Core Ultra Series 2 architecture clearly demonstrates stronger AI performance. We tested background blurring and replacement in conference software, as well as AI character cutout and AI noise reduction. The ASUS Zenbook S14's NPU invocation is extremely aggressive, handling these tasks smoothly, whereas the Lenovo and Redmi rely more on the CPU and GPU. We also tried the AI captioning feature in Windows 11. All three computers can translate with extremely low latency, fluent AI recognition, and subtitles. However, the ASUS appears to be about 30% faster than the other two products. For productivity, we tested office rendering. We cut a 5-track 4K video and exported it to a 3-minute 4K video. The Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i16 export speed was 95 seconds. The Redmi Book Pro 14 took 99 seconds, while the ASUS Zenbook S14 took only 64 seconds. We also used Photoshop to process 5 multi-layer photos. The Lenovo took 21 seconds, the Redmi took 23 seconds, and the ASUS took 16 seconds. Let's summarize these three thin and light laptops. The Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i16 2024 and Redmi Book Pro 14 2024 are still good choices even when placed against today's market. Although they are equipped with the first generation Core Ultra Series 1, both productivity and gaming performance can meet the daily needs of daily life. The slight shortcoming is that the Lenovo IdeaPad Pro 5i16 is a 16-inch mold and is relatively heavy, while the ASUS Zenbook S14 wins over my heart with its approximate 1,200 grams. The ASUS Zenbook S14 represents the future of thin and light laptops. Although the price is not in the same bracket as the other two, all three currently allow us to see that Intel has indeed established a replaceable position in the thin and light laptop market. Whether it's the first generation Core Ultra or the second generation, they are all cost-effective choices in the current market.